You just don't know where he's going to go. And for an offensive line, and they're playing together for the first time, and they know the history, and they didn't get him blocked well the last time. And
the first time he's ever gotten Geno.
Look at that. Look at all these pick games. Oh, man.
You come over here and you give it a shot, you're going to try and kick out Micah Parsons, but Bredesen's not quite that quick.
In 2021, I almost said 19.
Watch
1921.
You talked about it earlier, James. The answer.
Patrick Mahomes, but Aiden Hutchinson, and it's really been a heck of a matchup on the outside with Jawaan Taylor. We talked to him last night. I said, how many interceptions in your lifetime have you had before that? He said, altogether. He goes, yeah.
Well, Daron Payne, when you watch him play, I'm telling you, he is just one of those guys. He's so big and strong, and you feel like you need to.
Quinnen Williams with Deion Dawkins, the left tackle, and it's just asking a lot. And so he's able to get it.
By putting Hutchinson in on the guard, Trey Smith, they're taking Jawaan Taylor out of it. Here's the pressure one more time. He knew they were going to come back to these misdirection plays, sits there, throws the offensive lineman out of the way.
That's 2 plays in a row where they've run essentially at Marcus Peters and said he has to come up and force the play.
Bring the tight end across the formation here to try and pick up Hutchinson. But that's tough, right? You're trying to make him believe it's that inside run. Was just crunching on Parsons. He's going to go out and loop back under here, because he saw Jones stepping up, as we've seen all night long, to take off and run.
The lap of Josh.
The guy they just have to have show up this season. They really do. Mozzie Smith's still going to be a rookie, but they put.
And you can see him just coming right here, right off the edge, double teamed. It's the extra effort. Just doesn't quit. He's got a high.
Yeah, that's impressive. Take a look here, number 90. He doesn't go with the fake, and then he does a nice job going flat. So often we see.
But you get pure hustle out of Aiden Hutchinson. He'll never stop. And if he didn't just hustle all the way to the end of that, that ball is probably completed. Force Patrick Mahomes. But they're not picking up stunts. You can see the twist and the stunt. So you're going to see him try and push the tackle out and then take that direct line back into the quarterback. Again, they're so worried about these edge players that sometimes they can get on. Well, you're going to get him ripping off the edge, and then Daniel Jones actually does a pretty good job of being patient back there, a little like a bullfighter. Wait, and then step up. But when you step up and...
As soon as Joe Burrow's looking, he's on his horse because the pressure's there. And Myles Garrett is the one who gets home. One of the top sack guys in the league.
The edge, double-digit sacks last year, and this was the biggest defensive rush of the game.
That's their first sack.
Kwity Paye off the edge. He's going to apply the pressure. Trevor Lawrence feels it, and he's going up against now their rookie, Anton Harrison. He's in for...
But Dana is one of those guys, he's just not big. He can get underneath you, and then look at him stop on a dime. How many deep?
Starting to be a little reckless. Near side, going to kind of run the hoop. Gets all the way around, working on Braden Smith.
He said, this is really me introducing myself again this season. And as much as that's crazy to us, he said, I'm comparing it to my rookie.
Has come up with a sack, although they're going to say the 49ers got back on the ball.
And he is active, obviously, playing today for the Panthers.
Yeah, you see Burns coming off that left-hand side, and he gets a little tomahawk chop against Caleb McGarry, playing at that right tackle spot, and able to use that.
Route concepts, when you're playing zone, you sit in the zone, and when you're playing man, you stay on the run. And Garrett Wilson's coming across on a shallow cross.
Watch Hendrickson to the right side of your screen. Work as Jedrick Wills, the left tackle out of Alabama.
Walker at inside linebacker. They're expecting him to have a breakout year. No offense to Devontae Wyatt here, but he was unblocked. That's just the left guard, Cody Whitehair. Cody Whitehair is supposed to be... no, he just beats him right around the edge on a little ET.
We're seeing a lot of it between these two teams in the NFC South. And, of course, you have New Orleans and Tampa Bay.
Yeah, and Ekwonu is trying to take on that block late. They had some concerns about Brown coming in, and he's working on Chris Lindstrom.
Jermaine Johnson, who I think, when this season's said and done, provided he stays healthy.
They are attacking again, and we talked about Dorrance Armstrong. He's sort of taken over that Michael Bennett role.
You got Greg Russo coming in and stripping the ball from Breece Hall. But second and long, that's been what the Jets have been able to do. A weak side linebacker anyway. As physical as he is, you see initially they bring Michael Carter off the edge, the nickel corner, and Josh sees it. He's trying to get the ball out.
Look at this. They blitzed him.
It is Jalen Carter.
Wow. Sean Desai.
Oh, this was a heck of a play by Zach Allen.
Yeah, they're trying to pull the guard and double team with the center and the tackle. And Zach Allen, who's known as a good inside pass.
He can still turn it on. You see him right here. He comes in the game, and he's had an outstanding career.
Watch Penning get beat again against Arden Key. But in my mind, this is now on the Saints coaching staff, okay? Penning cannot block him. He can't do it, right? So now at this point, you need to help Trevor Penning. Stop putting him in one-on-one situations.
When you're going right here, there's Gardeck one-on-one with the tight end, Logan Thomas. You see him do the hand flash right there, but gives up the edge, the soft.
Then welcomes him to the NFL. Bam, rookie, you take that. I'm going to get off you. I'm going to make the play.
Watch Penning. This is basically his rookie year. He's going to get beat around the edge. He's set too flat. Your first step, you got to get some depth.
Nice job, DeForest Buckner. Gets right in there, splits right underneath the offensive lineman, Brandon Scherf.
Maybe a little bit of anger coming out here. He said, I'm going to go ahead and pay a little visit to the top 10 pick. Welcome to the NFL.
Look at the right side of your screen. Trevor Penning. It's an inside move by Danico Autry, one of the most underrated players.
Coming over from Houston, makes the play.
And look in the middle. That's Myles Garrett, number 95. Remember at the top of the game, we said he and Zadarius Smith would move around.
He didn't stop. He's coming from the top, and he's going to go all the way around. They had two guys going there and chipping on him. But as you see, Anthony Richardson, the good thing I liked about him, he starts to protect the football.
Huge play, but they also could have had a free first down. The nose tackle jump for the Lions. They don't snap the ball there, and this play gets...
Watch Hurst right here. He's going to end up on Danico Autry after he loops around. So Hurst doesn't see it.
Third and final.
It's actually McCoy. They ran the stunt on the other side. I saw Hurst at the end of the play, but Danico Autry, watch the stunt. It's the pinch by Autry, and it's funny because when you run these, people think it's the looper that's supposed to get home.
Drake Jackson.
Here's another guy that everybody talked about coming in and kind of changed his body in the offseason. You know, got off to a really good start last year and faded and was actually inactive during the playoffs. And again, we talked about at the top, working on that escapability, just having that athleticism to be able to extend these plays. But you also have to know when it's over, when to throw it away. Don't take those sacks. Don't give up some yardage to give the San Francisco 49ers positive field position after this punt.
When it comes to this kind of stuff, there he is on the edge. Now watch him, set him up high, bam, spin back inside, and then pursuit, creating the turnover, and Thomas right there, Johnny on the spot to scoop it up for the score.
Dennis Gardeck had played just 209 snaps on defense last